Abortion is banned from the moment of conception. You know what? Just send them to that small rally down the street. But that's okay. We'll show the way.
What is going on, my patriots? And no, this is not a test. Your boy is back. Sorry for the delay. Ow! It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Very crazy out here in these YouTube podcast streets. Your boy's got so much going on. My voice kind of hoarse. Shout out to my new podcast that I have. Y'all can check it out. The You Can't Make This BS Up. We every week, I myself, CEO, independent starter, always releasing new clips on podcasts discussing people that commit crimes. This season is season 2. That's why I've been away for a while on the politics side. Season 2 is Killer Wives season. We already got 2 episodes up. We also got a Patreon. If you want to hear the actual crime stories that I can't put out here on YouTube because it's just too gruesome. You want to see autopsy photos, all that stuff. That's over there. Podcast subscription on Apple. If you really want to see some good stuff as well of episodes that we have. So definitely check that out. That's what I got going on now. So you guys will like that. I thought it'd be something that I've been wanting to do for the longest. I've been wanting to do a true crime channel. The problem is when you're trying to do a true crime channel, it is kind of time consuming. You have to know the movers and shakers of what you're getting involved in. But once you figure it out, it's absolutely amazing. You get a lot of support. So definitely check it out. I have the links in my descriptions as well as my beacon and stuff when I get it set up. Boy, oh boy. Let's talk about tonight, man. We got some stuff to go over. First things first, Kamala Harris. I will, buddy. Kamala Harris is really losing it. And I ain't talking about her religion either. She is losing. I repeat, losing the fight for the Democratic Party. And let me tell you, the Democratic Party is in full panic mode. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, well, Joel, they got us, the liberal media is saying that she's up with points and she's matching energies with Trump is going to be a nail biter. This is once again 2016, another repeat. It's a repeat of 2006. And a lot of people don't know how to handle that because a lot of these liberals are pissed off because their rhetoric is in danger. You can't you can't keep going with the same formula and think that sooner or later no one is going to get tired of it. It's just like when you go to per se Walmart and you go to Walmart, it's always the same items. Sooner or later, you're going to get tired of going to Walmart looking at those same items. You're going to want something a little bit more exciting. So you may venture out to a Trader Joe's. You may venture out to a Publix. You may venture out to a Whole Foods. It's just that you want something different. And that's where we at now with the American people. They want something different. They've been hearing this whole fear mongering from the Democrats for so long that they want something different. And what do you do when you want something? I tell you what you do when you want something different. You start seeking it. And they don't know how to do it. They don't know what to do anymore. They are freaking out. They're like, oh my Lord. How are we going to handle this now? We thought that we had this woman in the bag. You know what I'm saying? We had told everybody, mainstream media, the celebrities, everyone, that all we had to do was get them to show up and it would be an easy target for her to take over. And it has not been that easy. It's actually been the opposite. People have fell out of love with the idea of their new leader being Kamala Harris. Now I know a lot of people gonna say, "Well, why is that? Why is they falling out of love with her? She is a woman. Well, it's because she knows and they know that there's nobody that can how can I put this? They know that there's nobody that can take her seriously. And that's what it is. It is what it is, man. Now, here's another thing that they did not guarantee with Trump while selecting this woman. They thought identity politics was going to be the front and center of all of this because that's what they were trying to tell us. Thank you, Focus. Thank y'all. Y'all share this broadcast, man. I want to get everybody on here. Y'all, I'm putting the link on here as well. 1 second. And y'all, next year I have a goal, and I need y'all to help me with this goal too. Not to veer off from subject. My goal next year is to get this channel as close to 200,000 followers as possible, and to also make this goal to where I want to do this now in the future. I would say by the time I hit 50, because I'm 40 now, the next 10 years, I want to do this full time. I want to make sure that this is going to be how I provide for not only my family, but be able to give you guys that real content that you so desire at this point of the game. So that is my goal. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been talking to it with my wife, and she supports me on it. Because at the end of the day, like she said, it's all about trying to make a difference. What's going on, Jim Adams? And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a difference. So continue to share. Let's keep getting these people in. Sorry for the late night though. We gonna get it rocking because we ain't finished yet. So when choosing Kamala, going by identity politics, they thought that this was going to be the best way to derail Trump and his momentum over Joe Biden. And it worked for 2 weeks. And let me tell you why it worked for 2 weeks. Because for 2 weeks, we had undecided voters that did not understand the actual direction of where the country was really going. And they did not know too much about Kamala Harris. So when you got the vice president that's in, and she's a woman, and you're doing the gender identity politics, a lot of people are going to say, okay, I tell you what, I'm going to fuck with her. I'm going to see what she's about. And they did. A lot of them even went to her rallies, followed her strategic selected interviews at first, and was still demanding. We want more of Kamala. We want to know what her plan is. So soon, oh, really? I did not know that. I am going to check that out. I did not know that that was not really a pic of her. That was a woman that died of cancer. Ooh, that's bad. Well, I'm definitely going to check this out. And so, as time went on, guys, people was just sitting there like, okay, you're the vice president. You're not taking the hard interviews. Well, maybe we'll get more of you on the debate. Thank you, Focus. So we had a debate, and what the debate showed us was that Kamala was just a good person at avoiding answering questions. She is a dodgeball expert for questions. You're not going to get a solid answer from Kamala. So when that happened, she started to see her decline. Voters are now looking more into Trump. And yeah, you're welcome, buddy. I'm going to keep it going. And when this happened, we're about to trip y'all out. When this shit happened, Kamala is panicking because in her team, they are figuring out now that I am not good at answering these questions. So we got to come up with a plan. So they came up with a stupid ass plan at that. Their dumb ass plan was they was gonna go and try to get Kamala to go on Fox News. Now let me tell you why this was a disaster for Kamala. For one, Kamala does not know how to answer the hard questions. And Fox News is one of the hardest journalistic news broadcasts that are still out there that does fair journalism. And I really like Fox News. I will always brag about them. I thought after, you know, Tucker Carlson left that they were going to go really, really bad, but they did dip a little bit, but they stuck to the format. So we got to give them a hand, man. Let's give them a definite hand. So after this went down, okay, they're seeing that we got to get Kamala on a point to where the voters that are undecided can come to her. They said we're going to Fox News, and they went to Fox News. But the problem is Kamala would have to answer questions truthfully because you can't dodge questions on Fox News. She had to show sincerity because she really did a number on the Gold Star families without with her and Joe Biden not reaching out to them. And she had to do this alone. She couldn't have a vice president, Tim Walz, softy, aka Beta Boy, to be there for her. So she had no other choice. Now, because of that, she folded under pressure. She didn't like the questions. She was held to a standard, and she had to answer. Now, everyone is still saying Kamala is always held to a higher standard. What about Trump? He's not held to a standard. Bullshit. Trump is held to way of a higher standard than Kamala. You will never find Trump go to these events where they question him heavily and not be prepared and stand on all 10. He went to the Black Journalist Conference and stood on all 10 and did not fold. That's right. He didn't fold. He could have failed. He could have, man, fuck this. I'm out of here. He didn't do that. Not Trump. Trump was like, nah, we gonna have this conversation today. And he said it like it was. And I love it. That's what I love about Trump. I don't need you to hold me. I don't. I mean, I don't know why everybody act like Trump has to hold them. You know, like Trump is his own man. And that's what I love about him. He doesn't need everybody telling him what to do. Now, I hear a lot of people in my comment section talking about in the chat, why is Biden hiding? Biden is actually not hiding. Biden is actually setting Kamala up for failure because he don't want her to get elected. They did a coup on him. He felt like he could have took on Trump. And he's also felt like in his head, you took me off the ticket and she's not doing any better than I am. And she really not. In fact, her numbers are less than Hillary when she went in to try to defeat Trump. And then they have not gauged enough Trump supporters. They said they have, but they haven't. There's a lot of people out there that support Trump and not just rural areas. You got to look in certain these hoods in the city. A lot of people support him because he represents everyday Americans that's trying to do the right thing. You ever looked at a movie or hear somebody in real life, a family member or a friend, someone you know that has always tried to do the right thing, but it seems like the devil is always trying to stop them, right? They either trying to mess up their car or they almost like they got killed going to work or something like that, just mishaps after mishaps, but they persevered. And that's why people love Trump. He represents that. He represents, guess what? Even though I went through some shit, I'm here. He also represents the American people. Yeah, I'm a billionaire, but I could go in and serve food at McDonald's and say hello to you and not act like an arrogant asshole. A lot of people will say, well, that's a publicity stunt. No, it's not. Because let me tell you something. It takes a lot of humility. A lot of humility before to do something like that. My man says, Joe, I meant the mainstream media. They're talking about Joe anymore. Everything is Kamala Walls. Like the election, but we still have like 3 months till transfer. Well, the thing about that is they trying to they're trying to put Kamala in the crosshairs of focus. They want the undecided voter to vote Kamala Harris because that makes their life easier. So that's why you're not going to hear a lot about her right now. She is going to be in the line. She's going to be definitely not seen a lot. But please believe that's what's going on. That is definitely what's going on. That's definitely what's going on. So let's move on to these rallies that Kamala is trying to emulate like Trump. Now, Trump has been strategic on the rallies. If you look at Trump numbers online, Trump numbers of people looking at his rallies, and that's just online, average between about 6.5 to about 7.2 million people. And that is, to me, rock star numbers. There will never be a candidate we'll ever see have those type of numbers where people just want to stream and see and hear what someone has to say. Kamala, first off, started really losing support because she got Barry on the trail. Now, we talked about this in my other on the other broadcast, that Barry got on these black men, and I'm not going to show it here. I'll send y'all the link or whatever have you, telling them that they got to do better. That could be your mama. That bullshit. And let me tell y'all something. This is what the liberals do. They are quick to use your mama, your daddy, all that bullshit to get you to vote for them, especially mama, because they know, but especially black men are sensitive to their mother. Because a lot of black men in today's society come from a single parent black mother being in there raising them. So when you hear somebody talk about your mama, you get very, very irate. You want to whoop ass and all this shit. Because it's hardly ever you find a man gets upset about somebody talking about his daddy. Because daddy's never in the picture anyway. So who gives a rat's ass about dad? And so that's what they've been doing. You need to go out there and vote for Kamala. This woman is just as important as your mama, your daddy, your mama, your sister, all that bullshit. And I can't stand that shit. Because at the end of the day, what does that have to do with me? I don't give a damn if she's a woman or she's an alien. I'm looking at how can she make the American people lives better. See, that's another thing black folks got a problem with. We get in our feelings too goddamn much. We get in our feelings too much. We're going to go out here and get so upset that we start cussing at people. Example given. Musician Genuine. I love Genuine. I think Genuine is a talented R&B singer. Love his catalog. Me and my wife, we have had some good times off his catalog. But when it comes to politics, I know, Genuine, you need to sit your ass down. And you need to really look at the big picture instead of jumping and running your mouth. You get upset because Trump has said in the quote, he wanted generals to be as, and I'm paraphrasing this, as dedicated to him like Hitler generals were. People just bust out and say, "Oh, you racist. I knew he was racist. Oh, Lord, he racist." How's that racist? If you look in the history of Hitler, Hitler had some loyalist motherfuckers for him. I'm serious. They talk about it. There were some people that was really loyal to that dude. When that dude got caught up and they started closing in on them after rescuing the Jewish out of these Nazi camps, man, there was a lot of people that was not gonna tell. They was not gonna tell. They were like, "Oh hell nah, we gonna keep our mouth shut. We love this man." And that's just facts. Loyalty means everything to a lot of people, and especially when you doing business, loyalty is important. That's why I fuck with Trump, because he's loyal to the American people. He's not gonna sit there and just let us be sold to the wolves. Yeah, Mike, I did. I didn't, Mike. I didn't get it fixed, but we should be getting it fixed shortly. Oh, I know he did. He fled to Argentina and he committed suicide along with his mistress. So that just goes to show. Now, as I was saying, after all this went on, right? Because now we're talking about this whole trying to get Kamala to uh, be on the same page as them. You know what, CeeLo? A lot of people said that. I ain't gonna try to say it because I don't want to get hit for no conspiracy theory. But I'm gonna put it this way. I really do believe that Hitler probably did ran off because I and they said they didn't see the body of the girlfriend either. They went by what the Argentina. So he might have did. You know, Hitler might have did found some way to crawl up under and hide. I mean, it wasn't hard back then. Nah, you good. I'm just making a statement. But we'll save that for a Patreon discussion. That's a good Patreon discussion. So if y'all want to subscribe to my Patreons, we'll talk about that too. So let's get back to what I was saying. So as we proceed here and move forward, finding out that Kamala now is having all these issues to be consistent in this race for the White House. They decided that, all right, we got to get that star power, right? Got to get that star power. So to get the star power, the first thing they did was get Eminem. Now, again, I'm not going to play any clips of Eminem and Barry. Or did I talk? Yeah, I did talk about that. I talked about that on my quick stream. But yeah, I can't play clips of Eminem and Barry. Let's do it. Let's play Eminem. Eminem endorsed Kamala right quick. Now I'm going to all right, y'all. This is fair use, fair use.
Invest in Lift Aircraft.
We go get this joint out of here.
Detroit. What up, though? So look, I wrote down a few things I wanted to say. I love you too. Thank you. I'm here tonight for a couple of important reasons. As most of you know, the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me. And going into this election, the spotlight is on us more than ever, and I think it's important to use your voice. So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and vote, please. I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. And I don't think anyone wants an America where people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known. I think Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld. And here to tell you much more about that, President Barack Obama.
Let's give Eminem a round of applause. Too bad he was doing it for the wrong fucking team. You can tell that there was pressure there. Now, guys, there's a little birdie that is going around telling me, and this is all alleged, so don't hold me to this, that you're seeing all these celebrities looking a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit disheveled around Kamala Harris is because they are worried about the following guy. Let me give you a sample of who they're worried about. They worry about Drizzy Diddy. They worry about Drizzy Diddy the diddler. He's out here ready to tell so he can get out of jail. They worry about Diddy the diddler. That's right. That's why you seeing everybody coming out here saying that shit. They're worried about Diddy. The feds is out. And you know what they're telling them, allegedly. If you don't want those things to come out, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go ahead on, get on that stage, put your lip gloss on, your lip balm on. I need you to stand straight up. I need you to look at the cameras and say,
Female voice.
vote
For me, Kamala Harris. Can I get my chuckle?
Male voice.
y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. That's exactly what's going on out here. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. I'm just saying. Let me go put some highlights here before we keep going about other things that said. My man says CeeLo been dealing with me for the longest. Joe, I'm old enough to remember when Eminem was talking about being openly homophobic, and singing about deleting his wife, and he got censored and cried about it and then didn't help fight against censorship. Yeah, because he's the exception to the rule. He is the white guy in hip hop that mesmerized all the black folks. No, see, I don't think so. See, you gotta remember, oh, I still got an echo on. Oh, my bad. Thanks for that. Sorry about it, guys. Anyway, yeah, glad y'all told me that. That would have been bad if I had that throughout the stream. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Diddy, Eminem, he went through so much with his drug addiction that I really actually think that when he got a chance to get back into the entertainment, he ain't really had a foot to stand on to like not to go against the grain. Because you gotta remember that he's around a lot of elite motherfuckers. I mean, you got Dre is rumored to be one of those elitists. He got ties to where they said at one point he was hanging out with Puffy. So yeah, I mean, Eminem has been seen, and you know it's true because Eminem did music with Puffy on the track of doing Biggie Small's old track. So yeah, I would not doubt that that is the situation with this man. Hold on. All right, I'm back, guys. I don't know, my joint started acting crazy. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Why is joint acting up tonight? Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, um, Eminem is going to do that because, like I said before, he he is under contract like a lot of these stars. They to keep that money rolling in to get that recognition to get these roles and stuff like that. They got to stay on code. They cannot say that they want to openly be around Trump. Now, if you notice, the other guys in the industry, the dudes that saying they fucking with Trump, they support Trump, that are entertainers, they're independent. They're not in the Hollywood circle. They're not going to get invited to the Diddy party. They're not going to be the ones and all that stuff. I don't know about this time, CeeLo, and we're going to get to that in a minute about the whole internet, the whole the sabotage thing that we talked about last time. I'm not really going to go into detail because again, I do not want them to try to get me on anything because these jokers you just can't trust. All right, so let me. And y'all share this stream too, man. Share this. We want to get everybody involved, man. Now, there's more. There's more. There's more evidence I gotta show you guys because I want to make sure that you guys know what we really dealing with out here. So let's look at something else here that Kamala also did. Now let's talk about this next one. This is a goodie too, because I want to hit on all the points. Fair use,
One of the
guys.
biggest factors that impacts your AI.
So let me share this right quick for y'all. Y'all can see this.
Days away from a very important election, as we all know, and we have the opportunity to choose a new generation of leadership for our country. We all know what it means to be supportive, but ladies and gentlemen, we are here to support the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
They say if Kamala wins, then this whole country will be like Detroit. Well, I say proud like Detroit. I say resilient like Detroit. This is the same Detroit that innovated the auto industry and the music industry. So put some respect on Detroit's name. I'm proud to say that I voted early, and I voted for Kamala Harris.
All right. Y'all saw that, y'all heard that. But before I go, you know I'm a dear old nice sap, like myself. Let's give Lizzo a hand for her weight loss, huh? Let's do it. Lizzo. Remember, Lizzo said that it wasn't about the weight; she was never gonna lose it. Remember? Oh, I had to put that in there. Oh, sorry. They're gonna say that I'm being misogynist. I don't give a fuck. Now, anyway, it's amazing to me how Lizzo flipped the script on the weight thing. Remember, guys, she was like, I'm body positive. She was on all that shit. She was out here showing that pancake looking ass, Lord Jesus, which was sad. All out here in the game for attention, and on the Lakers game, she was out. They talk about she had men that was in line to get her, which to me personally, I think that was a gimmick. I think half of those guys were lying. They were not going to hit it. They were just saying it because they wanted to make her feel good. Because again, this is what liberal media does. You better like Lizzo. I don't give a damn if her ass is not round enough for your standard. You better like her. You better love her, and you better tell every man in America that if they don't find her sexy, they're going to hell. Oh man, the liberal media. You can't make this shit up. So now all of a sudden, after not getting nobody wanting to be on the record with her forever, music ain't popping no more. Now she losing weight, and now she's out here dressing like a citizen, endorsing a former hoe. You know what they say, man? These hoes, they stick together. Oh, these hoes stick together. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. Lizzo done hit the wall, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nobody checking for her no more like that. You know, you got new girls in the game now. You got these young girls like Glorilla. Oh man, you got Cardi B, which by the way had a medical emergency. I don't know what the hell happened to that broad, but I'll tell y'all later on when I find that shit out. Not really worried about it. Megan Thee Stallion, you know, you got all these women out here, and you know, you just not hot no more. Yeah, it ain't hot. You're not hot no more. So what do you do when you're not hot? You know what you do. You go out here and you start fucking with everything that's gonna make you relevant. You want to endorse the first uh black. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to smack myself, y'all. She's not black. I keep thinking that Kamala's black. She's not black. She's an Indian. Yeah, the first Indian president. Yeah. Damn, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I really thought that she was black. I really did. Anyway, you got that going on. You gotta you gotta you gotta live up to the movement, man. So because of this is why she's the way she is. Nobody ain't fucking with her. So Lizzo is doing what she can to be relevant. Now let's talk about Usher. Now y'all know Usher endorsed Kamala, but didn't Usher say something on The View recently? Let's talk about that. I know I ain't crazy. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. Let me find this. I gotta find it. I know I heard it. All right, I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find something, y'all. I hope they got the clip. You know what? I know he said something about it. Yeah, I cannot find it. And I know it's on here. That's why I'm kind of mad because I'm trying to find a clip. And I don't want to go through the whole thing trying to all right, so I guess I'm gonna have to use my boy clip. So this is fair use to my boy Black Conservative Perspective. So I'm going to use his.
If you've been getting scam texts like these, it was me. I said that.
So I'm gonna use this joint right quick. So y'all give me a minute. Yeah, that is no, it's HP. I do got Turtle Beach though. I do. I got a bunch of those. I mean, I got so many headsets, it's fucking crazy. My wife said I need to donate some, but I won't. I just want to have backup for the backup so I can be able to be there for you guys. All right, this is fair use. All right, let me go start it right here. Gonna share this with y'all now. Yeah, that's my dog, man. He done been on my channel a couple of times. It's hard to get him, bro. That's why I don't do. That's why I haven't been doing any body coming on my channel. It's hard to get people because people be so busy with their shit. Because in this podcast game, I mean, in this content creator game, it gets busy, bro. It gets real busy. All right. All right, fair use, fair use. Again, this is my dog, Black Conservative Perspective. Just using this as a tool, educational purposes only.
Harris in this election, I understand.
Yes.
Oh, good for you. After the assault on the old guy last night, do you feel sorry for him or at all?
You know what? I feel sorry that I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was actually performing at Barclays and felt a little irresponsible to have 14 people's undivided attention on something that they really should have been focusing on, which was the debate. But I mean, it's been a lot of talk this morning, huh?
Yeah, but Taylor Swift has now endorsed Kamala Harris.
Yes.
And she was very, I thought, very smart the way she did it. It was like, you do your research and you decide for yourselves, but a single cat woman, as she wants to call it, I am voting for Kamala. Do you think, I always say that in this emergency that we're in, I think that behooves artists should come out and speak for Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country. What do you say to that?
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice. And I think that you're right. You have to look at the reality of the country that we are and the country that we want to be, and find the candidate that you feel both are who fits the category of where we want to be. And that's it. And that's what you vote based off of, who you highlight and how you choose to highlight it on whatever platform you have. It's your prerogative.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. He basically said in so many words, bitch, I want to vote for Trump. Now leave me be. That's basically what he said. And then the Diddy. Oh, I ain't shocked that bitch singles. You know why she's single? Because she one of them chicks, you rock her world, she'll bother you all day long. She's annoying. It's just annoying. I mean, there's just some women, and there's men like that too. Like, you give it to them, like an all-star, and they just annoying as shit. They just can't leave you be. They can't let you breathe. You know, yeah. Let me breathe. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. He was definitely voting for Trump. And then Diddy happened, scandals, tapes. You know what they told Usher? Usher, I know that you don't like this thing called Confessions, right? But you don't want this to be a Confessions Part 3, where we slide a tape about you doing all kind of indecent things with some people or various people. I mean, you already messed the world up when you settled with that man that you got herpes from. Be mighty bad that we find out that you got more men that you was playing with Diddy. All right, man, what I need to do, man? You need to go there to Atlanta. You need to get on that stage along with that fat girl Lizzo. And y'all better go out here and say that Trump, I mean Trump, is the next best thing that will destroy our democracy. You need to say that Kamala is the hero, the greatest of all time, and you better put it on so thick that all these black folks run from Trump, come back to us. Now, don't make me do the other. Yeah, you know that's what they did. You know that's what they did. Because ain't no way that man was gonna vote for Kamala. Exactly, Mike. No one likes her. Hell, even what's his name don't like her. Biden don't like that woman. She is a very unlikable character because she's too fake. No, people hate fake people. I don't know if people understand this or not. Liberals don't understand it, but people hate fake people. Like, you can be comical fake, but when you being fake all the time, ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. So after this, we got another thing that came up that everybody's upset about. We ain't finished yet. Y'all remember the bait switch? We're gonna talk about that too. All right, so we're gonna look this up. All right, so again, this is fair use, fair use. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play a part that that's gonna blow y'all mind. This is gonna show you how these
On this video,
how even these celebrities are full of shit. So let me go ahead on fair use.
H-Town. We are so happy to be standing here on this stage as proud country Texas women supporting and celebrating our one and only Vice President Kamala Harris. It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room, the positivity, the community, the humanity. We are at the precipice of an incredible shift, the brink of history. I'm not here as a celebrity. I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedom to control our bodies. A world where we're not divided. Our past, our present, our future merge to meet us here. For all who...
All right, so you're gonna pause right there. In fact, let me go stop. She says she is here as a mother. Now, this is what confuses with Beyonce and her mama and the rest of these crazy ass liberal women, especially the ones that's married, that's got a husband and kids. You say that my body, my choice, but a lot of you females that's promoting this bullshit that are liberal have never, ever been in a situation where you did not have a man to assist you in taking care of the child, or you did not have a man that was not going to be there. So with that being said, and you're saying you're trying to promote, well, young women and stuff to be able to have options, and you're trying to promote these family-like values that you're trying to throw in the liberal rhetoric. I'm just trying to figure out where do these so-called family values coming from? Because the last time I checked, the Democratic Party do not support men being in the home. They do not support men being alpha males. They do not support men being leaders. And they do not support men being celebrated. And then, we're not finished yet now. Beyonce, you say you coming here as a mother. Well, if you coming as a mother, then why the fuck are you at an abortion ceremony? That's what that was. They're not talking about trying to preserve family. You know how many women brag about on TikTok that have bragged about having abortions. There's one girl that talked about she done had 20 plus abortions. And she's started her first abortion from 16, and the girl is 25 now. So for 10 straight years, she got 20 abortions. That means she was getting 2 abortions a year. That thing down there don't even work properly for a baby. It's done. And y'all out here talking about, oh, well, you know, she's, you know, women should have the choice. No. This is too much. I could understand about, you know, the whole being violated. I can understand being violated with a family member. I can understand a health risk where you got to make a decision whether it's you or the baby. I just don't understand these hoes out here that can't keep their leg closed. That's what they trying to make this for. No, they need to learn to keep their leg closed. And then their response is, well, if they put him up for adoption, you're going to have more of these children lost in the system, and they don't deserve to be born in situations like this. Well, then if you're so goddamn worried, then maybe you need to promote and put through these hoes' heads to keep them legs closed. Keep the legs closed. It ain't hard, man. A lot of these women act like keeping these legs closed is gonna hurt them. It's not. It's gonna help you. Keep your damn leg closed. It's all you got to do. It's not that hard. Y'all make it that hard because y'all know that you got daddy government that's gonna take care of you. That too, bro. You right about that. Exactly. Some of you don't need it anyway. Exactly. I agree with you. Just like a car is responsible. You can't just keep breaking the law with your car, doing traffic violations, and think you're never going to pay the penalty, go to jail, or your license is going to get revoked, or even both. You're right. You got to have to be penalized. These hoes out here need to be penalized. Exactly, Mike. They had 50 years. Mike, this whole thing has always been about women that even back then did not want. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. Share the broadcast, though, Zach. These are women that did not want to do the right thing even back then. They were like, I'm just going to go out here and keep fucking. If I keep fucking, then all I got to do is just go to the clinic and get chopped up. And even back then, it hurt because a lot of times that them women was aggressive, especially in the black community. They didn't want no black babies around. That's why they put it in there in the first place. Part of the Jim Crow era. They act like this Margaret woman was a lifesaver. No, the hell she wasn't. She did that to make sure that there were not as many black babies. And she was definitely pushing it out to other prominent members in the black community to tell these girls to go there. Especially the girls that had parents that did not want to do the whole, we just gonna raise it as your little brother secret. or your cousin's secret. So yeah, this has been a nightmare for a long time. And I just don't support it. I've never been a fan of it. I've always hated this abortion shit. Now, Beyonce did a speech, but there's a problem with Beyonce's speech. There's a problem. Oh, I'm about to tell you what it is. All right, y'all. I'm finna play this part. Again, this is fair use, fair use, fair use. And by the way, I want to tell everyone that's been talking shit about Amber Rose being a part of our movement. And there was another one that's been part of our movement, the porn star, former porn star, that was on the Turning Point. Listen, guys, everybody got a pass. Okay? Everybody got a pass. And a lot of these guys and women that are shaming these women and these men, let me tell you something. One second, y'all. And I'm going to be 1,000 about it. A lot of y'all got a pass where y'all saw these jokers getting down and dirty the damn self. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody. I ain't trying to pick at nobody. I'm just being real. A lot of y'all have. I know I sure did. The woman that was on Turning Point, I used to look at her all the time when I was in the military. I ain't gonna lie. And that was before I got married. You know, I'm human like everybody else. Same thing with Amber Rose. I used to think Amber Rose was, and I always had thought Amber Rose was attractive. But I'm looking at the now. These women clean their act up. They're focused on doing things the right way. And let me tell y'all something. And I want people to understand. Don't get it twisted that conservatives don't have a healthy, intimate, or sexual life. A lot of conservatives do. It's just that we don't choose to broadcast it like a damn fool. We choose to keep it within our relationship terms with our significant other, our side piece, or you want to call it your friends with benefits, whatever, FB, whatever. Yep, exactly. It's all about, are you trying to do good and you're not hurting nobody? I'm with it 100%. But let's listen to something. I want y'all to listen to something. I'm going to make it make sense in a minute. Again, this is fair use, educational purposes only.
Hello, my name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents. Whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals, we all want a better country for our children.
Oh, wait a minute here. Did y'all saw what I just saw? That's right, guys. That's right. Beyonce, show in the hell, got some explaining to do. Amber Rose did this speech while back, later part of this summer. So how do your speech mirrors exactly damn near what Amber Rose saying? That's all I got to say. And Amber Rose called her out on this shit. And they was like, oh, Amber Rose, you're just jealous of Beyonce. What? Amber Rose jealous of Beyonce? Bruh, stop it. Stop it. Amber Rose look a hell of a lot better than Beyonce. And let's look at, hold on for a second. I have to tell people real quick that Beyonce is not in the league that she used to be. Because I think a lot of people forget this shit. Stop this right there. All right, I'm going to compare Amber Rose to Beyonce age, right? Because I know they're going to talk about that too. Amber Rose and me are the same age. Beyonce probably got me and her, I think Beyonce got me and her by 2 years. Beyonce. I'm quite sure she got us by 2 years. Yeah. So Beyonce got us by 2 years. All right. So Amber Rose has aged gracefully. Even though they talk all that shit about Amber, Amber has aged gracefully. Amber always looked flawless. Even when she had gained her weight and people was like, oh, Amber Rose has hit the wall. Amber was still looking fly. All right. Always have, always will be. So I'm trying to figure out is how in the hell is they saying that Amber Rose want to be Beyonce? No. Beyonce want to be Amber Rose. Because Amber Rose, and I'm finna show some images of Amber Rose. I gotta get a good Amber Rose recent pic. All right, hold on. All right. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me paste. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. 'Cause I don't know, Mike. I do know that they good friends. She's always been, she said she's always been like a tomboy. So she always fared better hanging out with dudes. But you know, 4GO, all those guys, I mean, like I said, Amber is now this is her frame. This is how this woman look. This is her curves. These are real. This ain't no BBL. Amber been working with this since she was on College Hill. So I'm trying to figure out how Beyonce can see and say, people try to say that she won't be like Beyonce. And not to mention too, Amber Rose do got her own money. Let's see Amber Rose net worth. Because she do got her own business. She between probably about 12 to 25 million dollars. So she good on money. So I don't understand what they talking about. She wrong for saying Beyonce want to be like her. Yeah, she right. Beyonce took this woman's whole speech and damn near flipped it to her own. You can't tell me that you did not hear this woman's speech and this just came off the cuff out of nowhere. You playing that to say that shit. And at the rally anyway, people was upset because she had people leaving because people was upset that okay, we come to this rally, we were supposed to see Amber, I'm supposed to see Beyonce. We got your crazy ass up here talking about all she gonna do is talk. We didn't sign up for this shit. That's why people was mad with her. That's why she lost real quick any kind of yeah, she just got fucked up. She did not use common sense whatsoever. And Trump is just killing it. I mean, that's just what it is, man. Trump is killing it because people done seen through the bullshit and the facades. I mean, that's just what it is. They done seen right through the bullshit in the facade. All right, so I done talked enough about the whole political thing. We do have some other news that we do have to discuss. Okay, yeah, y'all catch that tidbit of the extra that I'm about to talk about in a minute because there is some little bit of news out there that I have to talk about. A lot of it's entertainment, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So let's jump into the next news. So we're going to talk about this kid here. Well, he's not a kid, but he's a grown man. But he'll be like my kid brother if he was he could really be my kid brother if I knew someone of that age. So I'm gonna show y'all this. All right. So this is coming out of the entertainment world. Rapper Little Durk, also known as Devontae Dirk. That was that boy's name. Let me get his last name. I don't want to lie to y'all because I don't want to be like, yeah, and tell y'all his wrong last name. I got the story in my head. I really don't have to look at my notes, but I just want to at least get his last name right. His last name right. One second. Yes. Now let me get back to what I was saying. The young man's name is Devontae Dirk Banks, aka Little Dirk, from Chicago. He's part of the original trendsetters of the drill scene of Chicago that came out in 2010. So anyway, I'm gonna make it short and sweet because I know a lot of y'all don't know these guys that I talk about on here, but they're well known. You can check them out and find out all the stuff they've done. So anyway, this gentleman uh, went on ahead and got upset about the death of his friend that was another rapper named King Vaughn. Now, King Vaughn, who real name is who get all these names right, Lord. Who is trying to find the name of this boy, King Vaughn. Yeah, named Davon Bennett. I just want to make sure I got it right. So anyway, Davon Bennett and aka King Vaughn and this guy here, Little Dirk, they were all friends. They've been friends for years. They grew up in the Chicago neighborhood. Well, Lil Durk was able to get his music out there and got successful. During that time, his buddy King Vaughn was in jail for criminal charges, gang related charges, that kind of shit. And when he got out, he decided to help his boy get put on and become a part of this label called OTF, Only the Family. Well, sometime back in 2020, uh, there was an incident in November the 6th in Atlanta. In Atlanta, the incident was with a young man who calls himself Quando Rondo. Now, Quando Rondo, whose real name initials is TB, and right now he is allegedly also waiting to be sentenced in the feds for having all kinds of legal stuff going on. And I'm telling y'all, you can't I can't make this shit up like these young boys. Now, I also like this rapper too, Quando Rondo music. And another reason why I like his music because it kind of reminds me of the old school Bone Thugs and Harmony. And he's actually from Georgia. He's actually up the road from the city I'm nearest by. And he's a young man too. So very young. Actually, he's my son's age, my oldest son age, which is crazy. So either way it goes, Rondo his cousin shoots in self-defense King Von after an argument. What's going on, Claudia? Y'all, send some love to my favorite homegirl, Claudia, huh? I ain't seen her in a minute. You get the applause, girl. I'm glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. So anyway, getting back to the story at hand. After this shooting and after King Von's death, they said that Little Dirk was very devastated, and because he was devastated, he also wanted revenge. But it was going to take him a little minute. So he laid low for almost 2 years and decided to go ahead on and act on this hit on August the 19th, 2022. He had everybody to get in position to come from Chicago and to go after in the alleged assault TB, Quandro Rondo, who was real name is Taekwon, Taekwon Terrell Bowman. So that's why TB is. So anyway, they go up to they go and have the shooters in place from Chicago to Los Angeles. They get the location down at a gas station and basically try to shoot up Quandro Rondo. They miss, but instead they hit his cousin named Lil Pub. I don't know Lil Pub's real name, but they shot his cousin. You can see it on camera you can see the actual results on camera, the aftermath, where the young boys is like screaming, they shot my cousin, and it's sad. It really is. But either way it goes, they finally got everything they need to pinpoint Lil Durk in this crime. And let me tell you how they found this shit. Lil Durk had a friend that was in the feds. This guy is I want to get his name right. I don't want to tell you all bad information. He was an OTF member. Name let's see. Try to find out what the name of the boy name is. Yeah, Lil Pal. So anyway, they got Lil Pal back and killed him for standing on business and protecting his brother, protecting his cousin. I don't know who this guy is, but I can't find the guy's name. I gotta find out the name. Y'all, give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Jam. That was the dude name. His name was Jam. Now, what we're being told is that Jam has been working with authorities for years. For years. Jam is just started snitching. He's been doing this for a while. That's how he was able to allegedly get out of prison early and stuff and avoid things. He knew what to say, what to do. He had always had information on people in the hood. So yeah, he's an informant. Now I don't know why he wants to be an informant. I can't answer that, but I do know he is an informant. Now, I'm trying to find out Jam's real name, but I'm quite sure that Jam is probably in protective custody as we speak because they're going to need him to be alive to do on all that testimony and stuff if they take this to trial. Now, the thing about OTF Jam is that he had just got home when he agreed to do this whole wire up thing to give up his boys. So what does that mean for the streets now that he snitched, and if he decides to avoid what they call that protection? Well, if he decides to avoid protection, from the feds, witness protection program, he could get burked up. I mean, he has a very distinct face. I don't know if he got any tattoos on his face or not. I don't think he does, but he may be able to fit in without being noticed. But yeah, he can't live nowhere near Chicago or Gary, Indiana, or any of those other places near Chicago because he is considered to be a rat. And once you get to be considered a snitch, the streets don't play over there in Chicago. They want to locate you and find you. If you in a 60-mile to a 90-mile radius, they gonna try to find you and get you. That's a straight violation. Exactly. So right now, as we speak, this boy here, whose catalog got him to the key of the city recently, got him a Grammy nominate. I think he won 2 Grammys off his last album, and is worth almost $80 million. Decided to throw it down the toilet over a friend who was not only just in a gang with him, but allegedly this guy is known to have shot an estimate of at least 7 people since the age of 16 and got away with it. He was like a street hitman. In fact, when he died, they convicted him of 2 murders, and one of them was when he was a juvenile. So this dude is not a saint that he was riding for. Please don't think this guy was best friend of the year. I mean, Vaughn was a very troubled soul. They said Vaughn liked killing as much as a fat boy loved cake. So you do the math on that. You do the math on that. All right, we're moving right along here. Enough about Dirk. Let's see who else we can talk about right quick in the entertainment world. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get all these stories out to y'all. That may be important. And at last, that's really I can talk about the last part. I had to go and look to see. Have y'all lagging behind? We're gonna talk about the rappers in the hip hop industry, old and new, that are still supporting Trump. Now, I don't have all of their pictures, but I will call their name out and tell you one by one who they are. So here's the following so far we know that are still supporting Donald Trump. Sexy Red. Now, Sexy Red, I'm gonna tell y'all now, she makes that music that real ratchet, make you want to drink and go and lose yourself on vacation if you're single or if you're married and y'all ain't got no kids. But all in all, I like Sexy Red. She's just who she is, and she's just a straight up G. So I definitely respect her. She has even went as far as to say that I'm quite sure she would do a show for him for free. So shout out to her. Chief Keef. Now, Chief Keef is from Chicago, part of the drill music scene. He also says that he support uh, Donald J. Trump. And I appreciate that as well. Kodak Black still support Trump. He even got what they call that? Trump granted him a special release. And commuted him his sentence. So shout out to Trump and my boy Kodak Black. 5-year foreign. Definitely say he supports Donald Trump. Always has, always will. Bandman Kevo. He also said that he also supports Trump. Shout out to Bandman Kevo. Benny the Butcher. So shout out to Benny the Butcher. Little Pump. Y'all know he been in love with Lil Pump since 2020. Me and him mostly found Trump at the same time. Oh Jeezy. I don't know who he is, but he supports Trump. He's a young up and coming rapper. We got Waka Flocka Flame, another famous rapper who also supports Donald J. Trump. Azalea Banks, who is crazy as hell. This woman's got some controversial statements out of this world, but she also supports Donald J. Trump. Prezi, he also supports Donald J. Trump. Money Man, he supports Donald J. Trump. Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, you know they major Trump supporters as well. They fuck with Trump. OT7 on Kwani from Philly. He also supports Trump. 42 Doug. He also supports Trump. Lord Jamar, who is part of the Brand Nubian crew, he supports Trump. And that's it, man. Like, there's a lot of people in hip hop that Trump has influenced. I would say about 50% of the hip hop community. So I'm cool with that because Trump is the man. Yeah, I mean, no question. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, check out my new podcast that I do have for true crime. This season, we're doing killer wives that kill for love, money, revenge, or hell, all three. So check it out. Follow me. Also follow my Instagram, Joel_Davis_media_network. Follow me on Twitter at Joel Davis Media N. Also, follow your boy on TikTok, Navy Vet 2K20. And just keep supporting me on here too. Make sure your notifications up. Until then, take care of yourself and each other. I will try to come back sometime this week whenever my work schedule ain't crazy. But you know what it is. You see that live pop up, you jump on it. I'm out.